Former JSU cornerback Isaiah Bolden was selected in the second round of the USFL Draft. He will be headed to the Memphis Showboats. We're going to talk about it, the significance of it, and why would Isaiah, who entered into the NFL Draft, want to play in the USFL? It makes a lot of sense. Let's talk about it after the bumper. Stay tuned. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is JeffLightsyJr. This is the Victory Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsYJr, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get your podcasts. And today, the Memphis Showboats. Let's just get right to it. They took someone that a lot of you are familiar with. Isaiah Bolden, Jackson State, kick return extraordinaire, Jackson State cornerback, Jackson State, Mr. Do-It-All, all SWAC, all HBCU, all-American kick returner, and a pretty good cover corner as well. Isaiah Bolden was selected in the second round of the USFL Draft by the Memphis Showboats. This was the tweet put out by the official USFL Showboats account. It says, "We've got a good feeling about this one. With the 11th pick of the 2023 USFL Draft, we select Isaiah Bolden." As you see, that's Zay making a tackle in that Southern game. Isaiah was selected, like I said, at the cornerback position, second round, 11th overall pick. And according to our good friends over at Draft HBCU, Zay was actually the first HBCU player selected in the USFL Draft. Now, someone has already asked me, and it's a good question. It's like, yo, I thought Zay declared for the NFL Draft. Why would he want to go to the USFL? There's an answer, though, and it makes a ton of sense. As we know, half of the NFL is undrafted, right? Like literally half of the NFL, the players in the league, are undrafted. Most of the guys are bust that go early in the rounds. And what does that all of that have to do with Zay? Well, Zay, more than likely, now I don't know. Zay had a good showing at when he played in the NFLPA Bowl out in LA. And before the let's be honest, before the actual postseason bowl games and stuff, Zay was definitely an undrafted free agent guy going into the offseason as far as the NFL draft goes. Now, he goes to the NFLPA out in LA, does the interview with Ken Clark. Go check that out, by the way. Shows out, has a great showing, and it raised his stock. It didn't just raise his stock in the NFL draft. There are three football leagues, or three major football leagues. Well, four if you count the CFL, but three major American football leagues in the USA, in the United States. That's the XFL that kicked off last week. There's the NFL that just ended their season in February. And then there's the USFL, which started last year and now is coming back for year two. Now, here's the thing. The USFL saw a number of their players. Now, the XFL is still experimental, right? Like, I'm not saying it's had really good football, really cool rules, but it's the first year coming back after being shut down because of COVID. The USFL has already had a successful season, and the USFL has already seen some of their biggest and brightest stars, the biggest being Kayvon Turpin, who won the inaugural USFL MVP, go on to play that same fall for the Dallas Cowboys and be one of the best return men in the entire league. So Zay, along with 500 other players, there were over 500 players that entered the USFL draft pool, were guys who probably declared for the NFL draft and still have hopes of playing at the NFL level, thinking, my stock in the draft still isn't where I want it to be. My stock in the draft still isn't where I think it should be. My stock in the NFL isn't what I would like it to be. So why don't I enter the USFL draft pool, where I've seen guys go from the USFL playing during the spring, go to camp for an NFL team in the fall, and make an active 53-man roster? Why don't I use the USFL kind of like they used off postseason games and off-season workouts and different things like that to potentially raise my stock in the NFL? That way I can get a camp invite come fall. Because the USFL's played during the spring. It's played during the months of March, April, May, or the spring and summer. And so therefore, I can raise my NFL stock by using real games, real practices, and real tape, not just college tape, professional tape against other guys that are hoping to either get in the NFL or that have actually played in the NFL and get coached by guys who either coached in the NFL or guys that actually played in the NFL. So I get it. I understand completely what this makes sense for Zay, especially with Zay being a return specialist. We know how great Zay was returning kicks. We saw what returnability did for Keon. I keep saying Turpin. I know his last name's Turpin. I'm messing up the first name. We saw what the returnability did for Turpin. He goes out, wins USFL MVP, gets picked up during the offseason, and now he's one of the best return men in the entire NFL after a great stellar season in the USFL. I think this is a formula that Zay is looking to use. It could potentially use to get himself to the NFL level. Nonetheless, he'll be cashing checks playing football. And what more can you ask for? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, my name is JeffLightsYJr. This is the Victor Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsYJr, YouTube, Facebook, and wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. That is Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Also, before I get out of here, special shout out to the Johnson family. I'm praying for you all. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.